What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 under the radar signings or moves that we've made this off season. So, free agency is kind of coming to an end. I mean, basically done.
Yep.
So, we're just going to look at so far this off season. What are 3 under the radar things that we've done that are really good and that
Mm,
really basically stuff that's not going to make the headlines because we haven't really signed a big name, but stuff that's like really important when you're rebuilding. Craig, as I pull
sure.
up this, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think all of our signings were under the radar signings.
That's
I
true.
remember I remember early on in free agency, we have where we live on the west side here of Michigan. It's one of those things where you get a lot of Packers fans over here, you have a lot of Bears fans over here. So a lot of big signings are happening. You got Aaron Rodgers like re-signing this big deal. And I'm like, and I'm just making fun because I'm telling people, hey, Aaron Rodgers re-signs the deal, but what nobody's talking about, the biggest signing of the day, Josh Reynolds, 2
That's
years,
right.
12 million. Because at the time we actually thought it was a $12 million contract. So like all of our signings have been under the radar as you pull this up. I still
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
so yep, absolutely. So let's look at my number 1. So first one for me
There
is
she is.
you got us Charles Harris, right?
Yep.
So the thing about it is he was a first round pick, goes to the Dolphins for 3 years, and you can see, I mean, his sack
Yeah.
totals 2, 1, didn't half a sack.
Ugh.
Goes to the
Yeah.
Falcons, tries to reboot things, gets 3 sacks, things are looking good, but, really
Mm.
comes here and just explodes, and then
Yeah.
if you're looking this is the recipe, right? If you're a player, especially in the NFL, I'm on a 1-year deal, I have
Yep.
to have a great year, then use that, springboard that,
Leverage.
get my money when I can get it, and
Yeah.
so he springboards himself, has an opportunity, I'm sure, to go out there, take
Good for
more
him.
money because he's I mean, 7.5 sacks was great, and instead, he comes back to us on a 2-year deal, reasonable, and it's just like, man, he's still only 27. That is just a huge D-end deal that, just kinda went under the radar, like, "Yeah, good, we got Charles Harris back." He coulda left us so easily.
Yeah, and I think like you'd remember with this too. I mean, Okwara's coming back. Both our Okwaras are going to be there for us. So
Mhm.
we finally have a little bit of depth at that defensive end position. But that Charles Harris signing is great because it's not so much money that, or he's not so good that it's like, oh no, we don't need an edge at the number 2 pick or at 32 or 30. No, we still could absolutely take that, and we probably will, but it makes it more versatile in what we're going to do, and teams won't be as likely to know exactly what we're going to pick.
Exactly. Yep,
Yeah.
and it's just huge. So the next one for me is Evan Brown, right? Center, he ends up playing
Oh,
all
yeah.
year, and you just look at some of his PFF stuff. So he ranked 18th out of 40 qualifying centers.
That's
So,
starting caliber
yeah.
center.
So you look at it and you're like, okay, and this is how you start building a franchise is
Yes.
he could start for half the teams in this league. He's better than half the centers in the league. He's ranked ninth best pass blocking.
Yeah.
He finished with his
We know
seventh,
Goff needs that.
yeah, seventh best blocking. Now he struggled as a run blocker. They point that out here. But my point is,
He's not
we
strong.
we have a guy that is better than half the centers in the league as our backup,
Yeah.
and when you can start kind of stacking those up, that's when your franchise is just humming. And look, we got a long way to go to get there, but this is just one of those examples where, hey, I love it, like what we're doing.
Well, I like what we're doing, and I think too, you can slot him over at guard, and he can be serviceable in
That's
that
right.
position as well. And so basically, we have you have the swing tackle, the backup tackle. Who's your swing tackle? Evan Brown's like the Swiss Army knife in the middle. And what did we get him for? It was only like 2.3 million or 2.5 or something. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just like that's a good signing because he proved when our arguably best offensive lineman went down, he filled in admirably. Like he really
Mhm.
did a good job. Of course, we still miss Ragnow, but like he did well. That's a good call, man. That's a really
Yeah,
good under the radar signing.
and it's interesting because we did struggle in the red zone and on short yardage, and it was a big reason. I mean, when your center
Yeah.
is not a great run blocker, and so he's not the best player ever, but like I said, being that he's better than half the centers in the league and he's our backup is really good. And then the last one
Agreed.
is our kicker, and I've been really big on this guy because I just think we're not good enough
Patterson.
to miss field goals, and we're not good enough to miss a 30, a 40-yard field goal. So, hey, his he's not gonna be able to kick a lot of 50-yard, 50+ yarders, or make a lot of them. I don't think.
Maybe
But hey, yeah, I don't care. I really, I don't care.
just make field goals that are in your
Yeah,
range
make the
consistently.
ones that you're supposed to, because there's nothing that I don't think anything that kills just a team more than end of the half, you drive down, you make a couple good plays, you get it to a
Yep.
46-yard field goal, and he misses, and now you go into the halftime down 6 when you could have been down 3, then they get the ball to start the second half, they go down, is kick a field goal. You know what I
You're
mean?
going deep.
We're not good enough. If it wouldn't matter if we were better, but we're not good enough. It's just it's hard. And
You
then we
can't give
found a
away
guy.
points.
Yeah, we found a guy right here that he's made not only, and I don't know if I'm just crazy here, but it wasn't that he just was making field goals, but didn't it seem like he was
Oh,
dead
dead
nut
center, right
center?
down the
Oh
middle.
my gosh. And it was just,
Money.
yeah. And so it's like, dude, that is so huge. And we'll bring other guys in and we're gonna try to work, we'll work out guys, but
Of
we really
course.
have a kicker here who's just like, man, that will be nice because we can't be missing field goals.
No, and there were a couple of times where we ran out guys. It was almost embarrassing. Like they're
Yeah.
trying, what is it, Santoso, like
Mm.
trying to kick a trying to kick a field goal in Pittsburgh, and you're
In the
like,
rain
there's
and like,
no way
no.
this is going in. And I think for your team to be able to have confidence that once you cross the 35, you're going to score. And I think that's a big, big deal. And to be able to have that confidence that points are going to be put on the board. If I score a touchdown, we're not going to lose momentum because we missed the extra point. Like, I know it doesn't
Oh,
seem like a big deal. It's a big deal. Like, it's a big deal. I was thinking Dan Bailey, Cowboys kicker, early in his career, just I think for like the first 7-8 years of his career, he led the NFL in all-time field goal percentage. He didn't have a huge leg. He wasn't kicking over 50 yarders often, but the ones he went out there and kicked, he was connecting at like a 92% rate. Like, I would love that. That's what we need in Detroit. And I will add Jack Fox to that too. And I know both of these guys are just exclusive rights free agents. I don't know if we've actually had the contract signed yet,
right.
but they're ours if we want them. And so it's one of those things where I just think special teams is so much more important. And what I mean by special teams is your kicker and your punter. Obviously, the coverage is huge and the return game, but can you kick the ball?
Well,
I
and
know it seems simple. You got to do it. You
it,
got to do it.
and we're not, you think about it too, a 50-yard field goal, 55, we're not going to be kicking those anyway. I mean, Dan Campbell has just shown I'm on the 37. I'm going for this. Like, get
That's
out of
it.
here. And yeah, so, but yeah, like you said, get inside, getting those 40-yard kicks would definitely want to make that. So,
All
hey,
day.
hope you've enjoyed this video. Let us know the
Yeah.
signings you've liked, what moves that you've liked, and if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Just means that you're going to get our latest videos. We're going to put out daily videos until the draft and beyond. So hit
Yeah.
that subscribe button, and we will see all of you on the next one.
Boom.